Hey, two viewers, TJ Pyramid here. Kind of a heads up for those of you that may not know about this, and also kind of a review type thing. This is for fans of Batman. This is a really nice little collection. It runs 8 hours and 44 minutes, black and white, and it's put out by Mill Creek. You know Mill Creek, the people who put out all the cheapy stuff, but a lot of it is really cool. That is Gotham City Serials. Now, so the cover looks animated. Don't let it fool you. This is not animated, but this is the complete 1940s movie serials that you would see um, when you popped into the movie theater back then. You have Batman from 1943, that's 15 chapters, and you have Batman and Robin from 1949, that's 15 chapters. In the 1943 ones, Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, is played by Lewis Wilson, and Robin is played by Douglas Croft. And the villain in this is played by J. Carrol Naish. He plays Dr. Tito Daka, an evil Japanese man. And you got to remember when this was made, Pearl Harbor was just bombed pretty recently to this. So having a Japanese person as the evil villain could definitely be something that the American audience could get behind, and I'm sure they rooted for Batman to do whatever they could to them. Uh, I always like seeing the Caucasian people, like especially in the old westerns and like in this, playing like the Native Americans or the Japanese or something. I just find it hilarious. I mean, really nowadays you can't really do stuff like that because people take offense to the slightest little thing of that nature. Uh, but and then which is cool because in this in the first one, the 43 one, which I'm just got done talking about, uh, you have electronic zombies in this. The original Batcave, which is seriously just like a cave with like a table and chairs with bats flying around in it. Uh, the bat suit is really cool looking in this one. I like it. It almost looks it's black, but he has like bigger horns on the top. Uh, Robin's outfit is pretty similar to what you're probably used to seeing. And the second series, the 1949 ones, Batman is played by Robert Lowry, and Robin is played by John Duncan. Also, Commissioner Gordon is played by Lyle Talbot, who you may know from Glen or Glenda, and Vicky Vale is played by Jane Addams. These are all probably, I think they run about 24 to 27 minutes apiece. They all have cliffhangers because, you know, they wanted to get you back into the theater the following week. Really well done, really cool interactions in this between Batman and Robin. Alfred, the Batmobile is seriously just like a, 1940s-ish Cadillac or some type of nice car, and it's like when it's a convertible. So like when the hood's up, it's the Batmobile, but when the hood's down, it's like Bruce Wayne's everyday car. Wayne Manor is just kind of like a fancy house. It sits off the side of the road with like a pull-in driveway. You don't have any of the fancy bat gear and stuff in that, like the Batarang and the Bazooka and whatever it may be. I think, in my opinion, that this is I think this is like the Batman that Bob Kane envisioned. This to me just feels like the old Detective Comics and the old Batman comics. It just has that vibe to it. It's very simple. It's not kooky and wacky like the one with Burt Ward and Adam West, and it's definitely not like the newer incarnations, whether it be Michael Keaton or Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, any of those. Nothing like any of those. Very much more simpler, but nonetheless still very, very enjoyable. I love the plot lines in this. I love Robin getting his ass kicked by like multiple thugs at a time, and at least in the 1943 ones, Robin seems to get his ass kicked, and yeah, he's just like a littler, obviously skinnier young kid, which is really what Robin is, but he just gets his butt kicked. And I know even Batman takes doesn't wipe people out as quickly as he does nowadays. A little bit more realistic overtones to it. In the 1949 one, Robin, John Duncan, is a little bit more. He seems a little bit. He's a bigger actor, a little bit more. Looks a little bit older than the other Robin, but that does not distract from anything because once again you have the Batman played by Robert Lowry, and he's a bigger guy and taller and whatnot, so it fits just fine. But yeah, in this he isn't just Batman. It's not just Batman. Whether it's Commissioner Gordon or whoever it is talking about him, it's always the Batman, which is it's what it is. It's the Batman. But you're not going to get any Joker or Penguin or anything like that here. But these are just really well done. Don't let the cover fool you. Like I said, it's not animated. It's just it's all old black and white footage. I don't really know. They have pictures on the back, but there's not really. Probably, I don't know if you'd be able to see any of these well enough. Let's see. I don't know. It'll probably won't focus for me today, being I want it to. But yeah. So that's all right. But here's the inside. You get 2 discs right here. But yeah, this is really cheap. Like I said, this is 8 hours 44 minutes. It's Mill Creek. I paid $2.99 for this, so $3, and well worth it. I would have easily paid like $15, $16, $17 for this. So if you're a fan of Batman and you've never seen the original Batmans, you need to check these out because you're really going to dig them. You're really going to enjoy them. They're just really well done. They're well scripted. They're well acted. Some good action sequences. Some good music. And the cliffhangers at the end of every episode to get you back to that theater to pay your nickel to go see your double feature and your nickel for a Coke and probably a nickel for a hot dog back in the day. So check out Gotham City Serials. It's probably on Amazon for relatively cheap. In fact, let me check the North American Amazon here right now just to see how much this is. It should not take me long, so let's see. You can get this right now, new with shipping, for about $10, used with shipping for about $8. So yeah, well worth it. So check out Gotham City Serials. It'll look nice to your Nolan trilogy or your Burton Batmans or whatever. So check it out. Highly recommend this. Thanks for watching. Comment down below, subscribe, spread the word, and cheers. Now get out there and save Gotham City, all you Batmen and Batwomen. Get to it.